Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Holly, for those of you who are new. And today is the first day that I've gone to a flea market in 2023. It is February 15th and I decided to head over here today. I'm not sure how many vendors will be here. I know last year I came early spring and I was surprised how many vendors were in the pavilion. There weren't any in the grassy areas. I can't see them from here, else I'd show you. But anyway, so I figured since today's gonna be in like the 50s or 60s, I was kind of hopeful that there might be a few vendors set up, so I figured I'll take a chance and go walk around, see if I can find any good treasures, and go from there. So I got my water bottle, I have my protein bar, and a few dollars in my wallet, so I am ready to go. So let's go see if we can find any treasures, hopefully. Okay, before I go shopping, behind me, can we just appreciate how gorgeous this day is? I mean, look at that. Oh my gosh. The sky is just amazing. Oh, what a beautiful start to the day. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's head on there. And a lot of these are going to be like food vendors and whatever, but hopefully there's some vintage stuff. These are the first tables I came up on. It's interesting items. I love this camel lighter thing. I actually looked it up. They don't seem to go for a whole lot on eBay, but it's still really cool. I'm assuming it would still work if you could fill it with butane. Some pottery. Artwork. I believe it's supposed to be a Native American woman. Very pretty. I don't know anything about it. I've researched some of the things that I found on this trip, so I have some information, but it's kind of hard to find information on everything. Oh, this awesome little tin. I never did get the price on it. A lot of these things weren't priced. I just feel like asking at this moment. The sugar barrel. One sold on Etsy for about $25, so it kind of gives you a rough idea of how much they're going for. Hardware and marbles. See, I wish I could find these boxes at flea markets when I need them. There's so many times where I go to do a project and I need like a handle or a knob for like a little table I'm doing, and I usually end up going to Hobby Lobby, which is fine. They have amazing stuff, but sometimes I just want something vintage. Pyrex bowl. I thought these plates were vintage, but then I looked in the back and said made in China. They're still really sweet though. I don't know what you'd use them for, but... It's all pottery. If I had like a front porch, I think these would be cool to have because they already have the holes drilled in the bottom, so you can put a plant right in it. They've got the drainage hole. But I really don't have a place for them. That one's a little worn. But then again, sometimes when they're worn like that, it gives them more character, I think. Beautiful little rose tin. I'm assuming it was for like cookies, biscuits, whatever, or candies, I guess. Couldn't tell you. Just a guessing. I don't know if this was supposed... what exactly this was for. I guess just decor. I don't think you mount on the wall. It doesn't seem like that would work. But they're really heavy. Nice brass force. That's really cool. This cute little mixer. I think it's from the 1950s. See a lot. Okay. I love these bookends. These were so cool. I did look these up as well, and I found some for sale, but the one person on eBay said they guessed that they were between the 20s and 30s, like time period wise, but I don't know. They could be from the 20s and 30s. They could be mid-century. I really couldn't find a whole lot on them, but I didn't search for real much. That's cool. Growing up, I used to have, I think it was a Holly Hobby metal lunchbox. I remember that back in the 80s. It's cute. I like that one. This thing, I wasn't exactly sure what it was. I think it's a light. Looks like it has a fan. I guess to keep the light cool. It's for, or is it like a, showing movies? I don't know. These binoculars were really neat. I looked these up as well on either Made in Occupied Japan, which would have been between 1945 and 1952. One similar to those sold for around $30 on eBay. So again, that gives you a rough idea of going for. Again, I don't know how much those were. Quick check out the Pyrex bowls. I wasn't planning on buying these, but I do like to see how old they are. But I could tell by looking at them, they're thinner and they weren't the old ones. The price wasn't terrible, but it wasn't a full set. Oh, I love this little Panasonic radio. I think it's just AM. I didn't see a price on it. But I believe these go for, I think these were made in 69, 70. These are nice. Nice brass bookends. Again, I tried to look these up, and the only ones I could find were like the duck heads. Like if you look up brass duck with bookends, you get the head. These were really neat. These things are hefty too. If you want decent bookends, those would be it. Again, this is a really cool handle. I've only had a project for it. I hate to just buy stuff and put it aside because I tend to do that, and then you get a pile of junk that you end up not using because the project never comes along. And then you get rid of the stuff, and then finally you've got a project and you're like, oh, I've got the handle on your or fabric or whatever, and then you're like, wait, no, I got rid of all of it in my last clean out. Ugh, so it goes. Yeah, the Pyrex didn't have a price. I was just curious about the price. Didn't see anything. It's a common pattern though, so I wasn't looking to buy. At least not that pattern. Little sippy cups. Cute, but pretty worn. It's so funny going back and watching these videos. And the box to the left, it looks like it's Wedgwood, but I'm not sure what that is. It looks like a little, maybe perfume bottle. I don't know. This China cup felt like paper thin. It was so lightweight and delicate. I love this little doll. I love her face. I almost am tempted to buy her if I see her again, but I don't collect dolls. I'm like, if I start, that's not another collection I want to start, because once I start a collection, it just snowballs from there. It's like, no, it's easier just to stop myself at the beginning and just not collect them at all. I guess you call this a shadow box. Some little things in it. It was really pretty. I wanted to talk about these tiles. I don't know where they came from, but I do know that real thick old tiles are common with Italy. I know that my in-laws' kitchen has big, huge square tiles, and my husband told me they're from Italy, the big thick things. And you know how Corelle ware is not supposed to break when you drop it? He said if you dropped a Corelle ware plate on that floor, it's shattered into a million pieces. So that's tough tiles, gorgeous pieces. I have some pins. This is kind of my latest thing I'm slowly getting into, which is dangerous. But I'm also extremely picky, so that helps. But these pins are all like $1 each. Really, really good deal.
That's like, it'll get lost. Those pins are $1 each, or
okay. And I'm doing this voiceover without taking away the background volume right now, so apologies.
Oh wow!
If somebody had said that at the same time I did, because I can't hear the audio when I'm recording. But anyway, they had some really, really good selections here of jewelry. A ton of odd necklaces, earrings. It was just amazing. It was really fun to look through. I didn't end up buying anything because nothing really jumped out at me. Some fun stuff. Okay, does anyone have any information on this? I actually looked this up. Cremo jelly sandwiches. Was this supposed to be like a jelly? I looked it up and I couldn't find anything on it, so very interesting. There's a little leather pouch for keys. I was trying to figure out what that was. It's a little hand mirror. I'm guessing 40s for this. Again, I did a little bit of research, but they come from all time periods. It could be 30s, it could have been 60s. So I'm going to do some more research on handheld mirrors. Just because there's so many out there and they're so cool. And there's so much detail in those little mirrors. They're like have beveled edges and everything. Like, I have a feeling I should have got those. They probably weren't even asking much.
Have a good day. It was a fair deal, so I
think it's vintage. Picture. If it hadn't been for the rip, it would have been fun to have in frame. Of course, I don't know where you'd put that. But I thought this scrapbook would have like a ton of pictures, but I had like a lot of ripped up papers and just everything. Very well used and well loved Pinocchio puppet. Without strings though, so he's free. I believe he's from the 60s. I looked him up. He's from the 60s. I'm guessing. Of course, he's wood though. The 60s was like they were plastic, so I might have to research that one again. He might be older. Century Starburst clock. Neat little coin bank. At first I thought it was one of those little toys, cash register toys, and there was a bank. I was trying to get some information on it. This one looked in really good condition. There's one similar for sale on eBay. They wanted like $75. I don't believe it looked exactly like that, and it was way more worn. I could be wrong. Decanter. The thing on the back of the coin bank said American Can Company. I forgot to mention that, so if anyone wants to research that. This stills all the lotion and oil and powder. I wonder how old that is. Oh, and apologies. I realized after I was looking over my videos earlier and I realized I was holding my phone in the wrong direction. It must not have flipped the screen. So it's just for like a minute here. So I do apologize for the angle. I was not paying attention.
Not back here.
Sweet orange. I'm not sure why it has a hole. There we go. Now we're back. Nice way to a plate. $3. Not a bad price. I don't see any issues with that. Not a huge collector of it, but if I ever found like the pink and white Wedgwood, that stuff goes for big money. But I actually think I'd keep that because it's so pretty. Harder to find apparently. I see a couple gems though. That's good bucks. I like the shimmery shine of an iridescent little gems. Reflector is cool. Bugs. We love the Charlie Brown bugs right here. Well, peanuts, I guess. We have a bunch of the books that like we'll have like around the house. Just pick them up and read them. They're cute. They're funny.
Oh yeah, of course you gotta hit that. remember that one.
This place is packed, and even with not even being fully open, there's a lot of stuff. There's even a lady who always has a bunch of stuff and everything's $1. I get her booth in just a little bit here. Maybe this is, no, this is literal. And she always has tons of, it's you know, it's stuff that's worth about $1. It's nothing high end, but it's so fun to dig through because sometimes you can get that stuff. I kind of wish I got those pictures there with the ladies. I don't know what they were for, but I like the pictures in the front. They're really fun to frame or put in a really cool collage. After a while, like I did went through some tables here, and then I kind of took a break because I feel like when I'm filming, I can't fully appreciate everything that's on the table. So like even when I go back and I'm watching this, I'm like, oh, I missed this, I missed that. It's kind of fun to go back and watch, but it would have been really cool to see it more in the moment. I like these Coke things. I think the top piece, it's got like this air vents. I'm wondering if it's like on top of a cooler or something. I'm not sure. Bottom one's plastic. And again, I'm not 100% sure. Maybe it's on top of a cooler. It's a neat little yellow vintage step stool. Not Costco or Style Air. Maybe it was Ames. I'm not sure. I don't think there's a name on it. But had a little bit of wear on the top vinyl, and the steps were a little roughed up, but they weren't too bad. Like they made these things to last, and they do. You can still use them, unless they were left out to rust. But yeah, it's a little tear there. But overall, the vinyl was in good condition. It was really tempting, but I really prefer the actual Costco stools. That's cool. Oh, this table. In a second here. See if you can see what I see. It's not yet. Okay, there it is. You see what I see? Do you see it yet? See it? It's right there. There she blows. $3 for that thing. Can you believe it? Oh my gosh. I was like trying so hard not to jump up and down here. Like I'm looking at like there's gotta be a crack. There's gotta be a massive chip out of this thing. Where's the flaw? It wasn't it. That was a very exciting find. A lot of stuff. If I see tables where I'm not terribly interested in anything, then I just bypass. There's cool stuff. Oh, up here there's a sweet little pony with the spring. I guess they were usually like in playgrounds. So cute. We passed up one a while back at an auction because it went a little higher than we wanted. I don't know what we would have done with it, but it was so cute. Very nostalgic. Trying not to get this morning. Okay, I believe this is the booth with Lay's everything for $1. I didn't get anything because at the moment I really didn't see anything I was looking for. But probably a good price for everything that she has. Books, pottery, glassware, blankets, and pillows. Oh my goodness. No, this was another ladies' booth. I saw the TV trays in the rack they were sitting in. I was tempted to get a price, but I knew I wasn't going to buy them, so I didn't ask. Maybe I should have. But sometimes it's just nice to know what people are asking for things. That's awesome. These are pretty. Yeah, some Pyrex lids, Corning lids. I actually am pretty good on lids, so I left those there. I figured someone else would be happy to find those. I was really tempted to get that one there in the middle, but again, I have several. I really have no need for them right now. I only had so much money. I thought I had like over 20 bucks when I went in this day, and I realized later I only had like 12. So a lot less money on me than I thought. There's an ATM there, but I wasn't worried about getting that money unless it's like I absolutely had to have. So it's easy to say no to stuff.
That would be that's why you're getting 55. I probably on eBay would be worth over 120.
globes. There's too many people over there, so I didn't go over in there. I don't think I ever went back over in there either. I think I forgot about it. Like, I just want to shove myself in a tight little area, so it's just easier to keep walking. Everything for patches. I didn't buy any of these. These are mostly, I believe, military. Some had to do with like hunting or state, like, I don't know. I don't know what it was, but let's see here. This is Pennsylvania one here. I don't know why you would have them in the first place. I don't know. Maybe on your jacket if you work for, like, if you're, I don't know. I have no idea. You tell me if you know. But anyway, I think they're all really cool, but nothing, like, I had to have. It's funny, I actually have an old camo jacket. It'd be fun to get, like, some strips and put them on. But then again, maybe you're not allowed to do that. Maybe that's, like, illegal to do. I think that actually might be illegal. I shouldn't do that. Not good to pretend you're in the military when you're not. Nice glassware. Overstock stuff. I have the orange Carnival glass canister. I have the smaller one somewhere. I'm actually trying to sell it because I forget where I got it, but I actually want the green ones out. That one dude just on orange. I want to find that in green because I love the green one. I can find the blue and the orange. I cannot find the green. A lot of bits and bobs on this table. Little kitchen stuff. I'm good with kitchen stuff, so. Oh, yeah, little 90s McDonald's Cabbage Patch dolls, toys. Ooh, look at her hair. She's through a hurricane. I wonder if those were the dolls where, remember a while back, I think it was the 90s or 2000s where they had, it was Cabbage Patch dolls or even the horses where they had like wire in the hair and you could kind of bend them and make the hair do different things. I wonder if there was like wire in the hair. I didn't pay attention to those. Pins, see if there's anything that stands out to me. Not really. I keep seeing poodle pins. There is a poodle pin in my local thrift store. I almost bought it the other day. It's holding a pink and white beach ball. And I almost got it, but it was missing one of his eyes. One eye is like a blue eye, and the other side like popped out. I don't know if it's enamel. I'll have to go back and get it. Oh, this sweet bowl. If it didn't have cracks in it, I would have bought this. I'm assuming it's a little rice bowl. Sorry, it's not zooming. I think it was enamel or something, but it was cracked and chipped. Otherwise, I think I would have taken that home. That was really neat. I cannot wait for the weather to get warmer and the whole entire flea market to be open. In fact, the one booth I was walking through, there's a guy there I've seen before. I actually bought some glass from him before. And he actually told me of another flea market that's like 45 minutes north of me that I didn't even know about that opens in April. So I have a lot of flea marketing to do in my future. A lot of new ones to check out. And he said it's nice too because it's kind of between two mountains and then there's always a breeze. So like you don't like roast to death. Oh gosh, like all these home baked things. I drool every time. Pies and whoopie pies and cakes and keep walking. Very interesting, my style. Stained glass ring thing. I'm assuming it went to a lamp or something, a part of a lamp.
I did have Diablo.
Insert my finger there. Oh, this mid-century wall art thing. This is really cool. If it hadn't been a bird, I might have got it, but I'm not a huge bird fan or parrot fan, so. $10? Okay. That's really cool. I like that. Somebody else will find that and it'll make their day. It was only $10, so that's good. Good deal. And those chairs. Are these from the 80s or 90s? Wait for this. That's not bad. I'd be so tempted to paint them. purple. It's like a matte green finish. They're really neat. I quick looked those up, but I didn't do a deep dive, so I'm not sure who made those or when. I just did these little violet plates. I actually zoomed in on them. I didn't remember them. Or were they pink? Maybe they were pink and just in that lighting they look purple. It's hard to tell. I like this front side. Oh, this table up here has some really cool stuff in it. There was like 3 or 4 people talking, so I was trying to like discreetly film, but I think they saw me filming and they kind of got quiet, and I was like, I don't think they cared. But then I suddenly felt self-conscious, so I was trying to quickly move down. I love this pretzel thingy. I wouldn't eat those pretzels. They're probably 50 years old. But look at that old container. That's so cool.
But yeah, and my dog will listen. You know, I haven't
Little dolls in the background are so neat. Little beaded purse. I wonder what those even go for. Again, I'm gonna have to research that as well. I've got so much to learn. It's fun. I love learning new things. Oh yeah, and this is the last little thing from this part of the flea market. Little Humpty Dumpty. The guy said he wanted 50 for it, but I
old Humpty Dumpty bike.
I was gonna say. Alright guys, I am actually at an antique store now. It's actually the next day, and there's something here I kind of want to buy. I was able to sell some Pyrex today, so a little bit of money, but I hold my wallet. So let's see if the bolt is still here. And the lady in the one booth, I know for a fact, is like stocking up some stuff in her booth. So the lighting isn't usually good in here. So I apologize ahead of time. Some of the shots might not be real clear, but I want to see what some of her new stock is. I know on her Facebook page I saw she had Pyrex and original Pyrex boxes. So I kind of want to see what her prices are. So let's go see. Every time I walk in here, I look at this box. I haven't bought it yet. I can't remember how much it is. I think it's like $18, but I have no use for it. But it's so pretty. I love the picture on it. Some smalls are really sweet. Oh yeah, I was here the other day and I saw this bowl. Look at the orange butter print, or pumpkin orange butter print. I was here the other day and I didn't buy it because it's a little faded. It's not dishwasher damage, I don't think, because there's a shine on it. It's just not a very bold orange color. So I don't know if it's been to the dishwasher maybe a couple times or if it's just how it was printed. The price is fair. Yeah, it's $85. Not a bad price for that. I know it seems steep if you're not into Pyrex. It might seem insane, but I've seen some of those go for over $200 on eBay. So again, if you're not familiar with Pyrex, I can see why that would be insane. But it's a very hard to find bowl. Very hard to find bowl. So if down the road they don't sell it and they have like a sale or something, I might snag it and just put it on eBay and make a couple bucks. But I'll check in the bowls to see if they're old. The green one was not. You can see this one does not have the number, just as Pyrex, and it doesn't have a flat bottom. It has a scooped bottom, so it's easier to grab. So this is like from the 1940s. 18, not bad. Very, very good price for that. Some light scratches in it, but it was still really shiny. Very happy with that. And they had this clock thing, which they only had 12, so it must not have worked or something. I thought that was extremely cheap. Or maybe it was just for the glass, but it was all together, so I think that was the actual price. But little Coke dispenser, 1970s. That's what they said. I'm assuming that's correct. I wonder how well that works. That'd be kind of fun to pull out at a party, have some friends over for a movie, and make some popcorn, have that. We have Fire King, sugar and creamer. I forgot to look at the price, so I do apologize. I try and get the prices. Looks like it says 8 on there. I'm trying to see there. Sorry. These lovely etched glasses. I forget what they're called. I looked them up and I forget. Oh, yes, right. Sorry, I wrote it down. I think on eBay, people were calling it Bohemian Ruby Red Cut. I'm assuming it's like that. Or if it may not be exactly that, but if you want to look this up online, maybe look that up. But anyway, really neat. Oh, I love these. I mean, I just saw these the other day before, the one in the flea market. So this is the next day, obviously. And they had, I thought, not bad prices on these. It's roughly like eBay. What they're going for on eBay, not bad. And they'll say they work, so I think so. Oh, that was just for the plate. But yeah, I think the most expensive one was the blue one. I think this was never used because later on I look at the little round screens and it doesn't look like there's any scratches or wear. It's like in really, really good condition. I'm half tempted to get it, but I think they're only AM, I think. And I don't listen to AM radio. Maybe that's why people are selling them, but they look so cool. Oh my gosh, even just for decor, wouldn't be half bad. You see, it's got some scratches on it and some smudges. Not horrible. Look at the blue one. It's really looks like no one ever used it. So freaking cool. Hey everybody, hope you're all doing good. Oh, let me change the angle of this a little bit. There we go. That's a little bit better. All right, so okay, I went to the flea market yesterday, and I got like 3 things, and then I did go to the antique shop today, but then I had a friend call me, and we got talking, and I got a little bit of video, and then I had to leave because I had to get going to my next thing I was going to. So I didn't get a whole lot of footage in the antique shop. It actually worked out because the vendor that I thought was setting up like all this Pyrex stuff, I later on saw her Facebook posts, and she didn't set up anything in this particular booth that was Pyrex. And I do know that she also has a stand over at the flea market. So I'm wondering if she's kind of putting some of the other Pyrex stuff in the flea market. So I really didn't miss anything. I did want to get more footage in the antique shop because there were a few cool things, but truth be told, it's so dark in there, it's really, really hard to get footage. So it's just as well. Excuse me. So anyway, I do want to show you some items that I got between, I got a couple of eBay items that I wanted. There's a couple little things that I wanted from there that I have. And then I have let's see, something from Goodwill. Sorry, I should have like put down notes, but I didn't make any notes. I have something from Goodwill. I have something from another thrift shop, the stuff from the flea market, and I think that's it. There's not a whole lot, but I just wanted to show you some of the items that I got because they're kind of fun and kind of cool, and it's kind of fun. Plus, I was really, really excited to actually go to a flea market. It wasn't real big yet because it's February, but I'm really, really excited to kind of get into the swing of things. I don't know how the weather's going to be the next couple months, so I may not even go for another month and a half. Who knows? But it was just nice to kind of get my feet wet in 2023, just to get into the flea marketing and seeing what's there. A lot of cool stuff. Let me just get into the stuff and we'll go from there. So the first item I want to show you is something I'm really excited about. Sorry, the lighting is not the best. Oh gosh. It's this I think it's hand carved sun. It's really, really cool. It actually has this, again, it's backwards. At first I thought it was AE and the E was backwards, but I think it's AB. Can you see that? If you have any idea like what these initials mean, please let me know. Like my husband and I were researching it the other day, could not figure it out. And I've seen a lot of mid-century wood carvings. There's Whitco, WITCO, has done a lot of these. There's a lot of like furniture with like the carved wood. It's similar to this, but it's not exact. And the back is wood. It looks like it actually had some kind of like material glued to it at one point in time. But I got this for $2.99 at Goodwill. I absolutely love it. It really reminds me of Whitco because if you look at some of I think it's Whitco that did the animal carvings, because if you look at some of those, the wood that they use has like a wide grain. It's kind of like a Hawaiian or Polynesian kind of style. It's really, really cool. And the other day I went to the other thrift store, did this real quick, and I got these really cute crewel embroidery birds. Aren't they adorable? And $1. $2 for the whole thing. Isn't that great? I was so excited. I couldn't believe it. See this one. Oops. It's beautiful. And this one. So very excited about that. Very, very excited. Really good deal. Gorgeous, gorgeous work. So very happy with that. All right. Let's get into, I want to do the eBay stuff. Let me go ahead and open these. This is, I can get it open. Oh my gosh, how much time did they wrap this up? I'll be here till tomorrow. Oh, it's this one. Good. It's my favorite. Look at this. Get out of the picture here. It's a unicorn pen. It's so cool. Oh gosh, I have to do the hand thing. Isn't that cool though? So that was a unicorn pen. I just love it. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. They said vintage, but I don't know how old it actually is. I have no idea. But I will definitely be giving them a good rating. good shipping, good quick shipping, and then very happy with the product. And this next item, before I open this, I want to quick say this before I forget. There was this really cool pin, and I took a screenshot of it, so I'll share it here somewhere. There's this really cool, odd, wacky pin that I saw on Facebook Marketplace, and it was like down in Georgia. It wasn't anywhere nearby, and they sold it really fast. But it was the coolest pin, and so I think the reason I found some of these pins is because I was looking for that specific one on eBay, and I couldn't find it. It had like a lot of faces, and it looked like it was made out of brass. I showed my husband. He's kind of like, okay. I have really, really odd tastes. I loved it so much. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you today why I liked it so much. I still would love to find it. But I just like, sorry, let me just, I'm still not used to doing things on camera. But it was really, really cool. And I really hope someday I still can find it. But it was very odd. So, wow, look at these. They're really good at wrapping up their pens. Let's see, here, no, it is. Ooh, oh, it's bigger than I thought. Oh, that's cool. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. And this pen is the Golden Moon. Isn't that cool? Oh, that's happy. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Thomas the Tank Engine, or Thomas and Percy, and like when my brothers were little and when my kids were little, they watched like the Thomas the Tank Engine one. And this looks like the face, like one of the engines. If you had like a gold engine, doesn't it remind you of that? I think it's supposed to be the moon. Oh, I love this. Oh, it's bigger than I thought. It's really smooth. It's got some decent weight to it. I like that. Oh, that's gonna look really cool in my jacket. I love it so much. Oh, I love it. Its face is so sweet. Show you one more time. Oh, that's nice. Really happy with those. They're nice, right? Oh, I love that. Oh my gosh, I was so excited when I was walking past that one table and they had the pink gooseberry. I totally bought it. Can you blame me? $3. Oh my gosh. Seriously, that's awesome. $3. And I looked over and over because I'm like, surely there's a chip on it. Surely there's breakage on it. And I did see a little swirl because when I was looking around, I was like, uh-oh, I think I see it. But it's not. There's like a swirl in the... What if I can show you somehow? See, the lighting is so poor. You just have to take my word for it. But right in here, there is, with white milk glass, you'll get that a lot. Like, you'll get swirls. And it does, at first glance, you think it might be like a crack through the bowl. But it's not. It's just the white milk glass, and it gets all swirly. But the handles, you know what? It's in better condition than the 4-for-1 that I have. In fact, I might switch it out because I got this thinking, oh, maybe I'll sell it and I'll just put the rest of the money towards like my next flea market trip. But to be perfectly honest, like, let me see if I can flip this around. 1 second. No momento. This is in really, really good condition. I think I actually might keep this one and then sell the 4-for-1, the smallest bowl I have on my set instead, because I don't think that one is in the greatest condition. See if I can find that swirl. Oh, no, where is it? See, watch, I won't be able to find it now. Yeah, I can't find it. Anyway, really, really happy about that for $3. Oh my goodness, that's an incredible deal. Extremely excited about that. And then the last item that I got, I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, I am missing something. I've got stuff in my car. I was at the thrift store today before I met my husband for lunch. I quick ran to Goodwill and I got 3 items in my car. So I will show you this item, pause, and I'll go grab the other items, and then I'll show you those. So I actually do have a couple of things. I knew I had more. Anyway, I'm actually really excited about those too because they're really cool. Right, these, I got 2 of the same thing, so I'm not going to show you both. You can just see the one and you'll just double it in your head. So I got 2 of these Coke glasses. These are by Libby, however you pronounce it. I say Libby. Is there an actual date? There is not, because I've often wondered when they made these. I wasn't sure if these were like 70s, 80s, 90s. I couldn't tell you. But I have 4 already, and I wanted a set of 6. So I got 2 more of these. These are really nice. They're really thick and hefty. They're safe in the dishwasher. I don't know if it says dishwasher safe, but I've always found them to be very safe in the dishwasher, which is nice for me. One less thing that I have to wash. Yeah, it doesn't say. But got 2 of those. It's actually kind of funny because the guy selling them, I thought he had said $1 each. So I gave him $2. He wrapped them up, put them in a bag, and he's like, oh, it was 2 each. I handed him like $2. Like, oh, sorry. I was like so embarrassed. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, sorry. So I got out of 5, and then I was like, I'm like, oh, sorry about that. He was really nice about it. Like, he didn't seem to be too upset by it, but he was just letting me know that I underchanged him or underchange under whatever. I didn't pay him enough. Sorry, I'm all excited. So sometimes when I'm like excited about my finds, I can't even think about the words. Just describe the things I want to describe. But anyway, let me pause this, and I've got 3 things in my car I want to quick show you. So don't go anywhere. Okay, I'm back. So I knew there was more stuff to show you. I was really excited today because I found another pink tree. If you've seen any of my other videos, you know I just adore pink trees, especially around Christmas time. This is supposed to be an ornament, I guess, but I'm not going to use it as one. I'm just going to take the little string off and just put it with my other trees. But it's really cute because you just put batteries in it and it actually lights up. And this was only $2.99. You know, I forgot to say the prices. Did I say the prices? Yeah, I've been saying the prices. Okay. So this one was only $2.99 and it was really, really sweet. They actually had like 4 or 5 of them there. But I just got the one because I like having like one each of different thing. So I didn't want like several of the same thing. Like, it's not as fun to me. So I got that. That was really cool. And then I got this, which I thought was really, really cool. I've been wanting a glass dome with a wood base so I could put cool stuff in it. And then when I saw the mushroom one, I just got like really, really excited because anything mushroomy, it's just really cool to me. I don't really collect vintage mushroom stuff, but there's enough out there you could. Anyway, it's got a butterfly in it and then some fake flowers. I think the brown ones are real. The blue ones are definitely plastic or some kind of material. I'm pretty sure the butterfly looks real to me. I think it's a real dried out butterfly. Isn't that cool? I just love it. It's so beautiful. I think I'm going to put it on my mantle. And the last thing I got, this is for you, moms. If you're watching, I got this for you. Oh, let me take the price off. I don't know about that. Not that it was much, but I got this really cool pink depression glass. I guess like a butter dish or a cheese dish. I didn't have a chance. I looked at it in the store just to make sure that there weren't any chips or anything. I didn't see any. It's in really, really lovely condition. And these actually go for quite a bit on eBay. Like oh no, there's a teeny tiny chip. Sorry, Mom. No, there's 2 chips, 3 chips. Okay, well, if you don't want it, Mom, that's fine. You don't have to take it. But there are a couple of small chips, unfortunately. Let me just quickly put this around. 1 second. So you can kind of see, where is it here? Like here, there's a chip, unfortunately. And then over here, there is another one. But it was a really good deal overall, and it's going to be hidden most of the time by the dome. But you see the tape on it. That's just tape. That's not crack or anything. But you can see when I hold it to the light. Like, look at the pattern. Isn't that pretty? That's so lovely. Look at the dome here. Look at the dome. I just love it. It's so pretty. It was really good. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I hope this was enjoyable for you. Hope you're doing well, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.